this featurette of the Bloom Culture Spotlight, we examine the emergence of a fully fledged movement of visionary art, which has been very much intertwined with Transformational Festival culture. While encompassing a diverse range of styles and modalities, visionary art seems to have as its unifying focus the mission of making tangible on canvas and other mediums an awareness of our multidimensional reality and the divine nature of our human experience. Join us as we talk to and witness some of this burgeoning movement's brightest lights, sharing the visions that inform their art.
Well, painting itself is such a deep connection to source. I mean, that is one of direct access for me to really tune in with the most sacred aspects of life itself.
My favorite thing to do is paint, and that's what makes me giddy, and that's what I feel like I'm here on this planet to do.
Hers was a long, long way to go. Mine was beside her, behind and alone.
You make a ceremonial offering of self. Artists, in everything that they do, they honor the mystery. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm lunging forward into it. So it's a bit of faith in the power of the creative spirit.
It's an amazing thing to step in front of a blank canvas, to just dip your brush and start painting. And very rarely do I start with much of a direction. I just let it happen, and it's wonderful to watch for me. So I imagine it's really fun to watch for other people too, because I'm only a few seconds ahead of them in what I know I'm gonna do.
Thank you, sweet. You can hear me now. I can hear you now.
From 40,000 years old to today, you still have the creative expression that comes through all of our stories, it comes through all of our artwork, it comes through the sacred art traditions. And this visionary reality is now being portrayed by visionary artists who have been trained in the Western tradition so that they can create a kind of sense of spatiality in the way that our minds understand a pictorial space. And they also are familiar with the cross-cultural sort of mapping of psychedelic or visionary mystical reality.
I wouldn't necessarily hang everything on myself being a visionary artist, but from what I've experienced in the community and the art, it's a wonderful way of keeping a kind of a visual narration and navigation into these realms that are impossible to take cameras and take photos of. Together it creates kind of a patchwork and kind of a framework of the divine and the undefinable.
Creativity is an infinite, unending resource, and to be able to just channel that continuously, I think is a really enriching experience.
It's showing people that it's possible. It's inspiring people to really dive into themselves and realize, you know, what do I want to create?
The creation of art is the highest technology that we have of like directly conveying the imagination. And in a lot of visionary art, there's a distinction between just imagination and visions. Visions are something that I'd like to consider a little more tangible. They're not necessarily something that your mind is creating, but it's something that you are receiving. And a lot of these visions that people are receiving, whether they come from their meditation, or they come from an ayahuasca ceremony, or they come from their dreams. You know, everyone has visions. Everyone has the technology of interpreting what they see inside their interior world. And the visionary art community, it's a container that celebrates and encourages the creation and the sharing of those kind of visions. You can look at the different artists' work and you can start to pick up the patterns, and you can start picking up particular pieces of geometry, and you can see that there's a greater tapestry that's being woven through the visions of these different artists, and that's what's really exciting to me.
It's our connection to our mother. But the mother is really the creative spirit and is really also the earth. So the earth has been a unique flowering, blossoming, blooming of the flower of life.
It's so visible in the artwork. You know, as you walk around and you see all these just amazing threads of connectivity in different realms that people are really tuning into those similar spaces.
I love to include people in that process as well, of asking what they think, what direction they think that the painting should go, which usually stuns them a little bit and scares them a little bit, and it's an amazing opportunity.
As human beings and artists, there's always going to be certain elements of competition and comparison to one another. But I find that the visionary art community is a family. You know, we all really do love and care about each other, and we all try to raise each other up and share in each other's success, because many of us know at a much deeper level that it's not really us that's responsible. And I think together the visionary art family is trying to add to this ongoing story of what it means to be human in this mysterious universe.
Where do we want to go, and how can we inspire the people around us to see themselves in light? I feel like these paintings, they're almost mirrors, and I've really been having fun playing with the portrait and composition. The subject is looking straight at the viewer because they become a mirror, and you're looking straight into the eyes of the painting or the painted. And it helps people, I think, to see that they are that they carry that light, and it helps them stand up a little straighter, I think, and really rise into their divinity. I think it's vital that we show them that part of themselves, strengthen that light in them, and then they'll shine too.
How fortunate are we to stand in this place right now, and not only to stand and to witness, but to participate and to influence and to add to this story. You know, life can be incredibly mythological, and when you have that perspective and you have that viewpoint that you're part of a story, you're not just a victim of it, you're not just a passerby, but that reality depends on all of us and all of our imaginations to create what we experience.